What's up, guys? LT Toro here, and welcome back. We're going to be playing King's Quest. After playing Inside and Little Nightmares back to back, I decided I needed something a little brighter and cheerier in my life to balance me out. So after digging through my Steam library, I came across this one, and I said, yeah, I think this one will do. Looks like it's got some humor in it, and just a lot less twisted and dark than the others were. Something also to keep in mind: I have a 5-year-old son that watches these videos, and last thing I need him is to be up all night with bad dreams because he's watched some of Daddy's videos. So hopefully this will be a little more appropriate for him than those last two were. So this will be blind. I've never played any of the King's Quest games before. So I don't know if there's any things they're going to throw in here that were part of the originals or not. But I'm looking forward to it, so let's just jump on in. We're going to be on Chapter 1, A Night to Remember. Alright, what is that? Tab button? Is that a tab button? Okay, that'll bring up inventory, I guess. We have absolutely nothing. Dead broke. Okay. I'm using keyboard and mouse for anyone who cares. Okay. Can't go any further back here. Okay, we hit spacebar to look around. Okay. Spacebar will also do, I guess it does any kind of action. Alright, so anything you can move up against, it'll tell you what it's going to do. Alright, let's raise this thing up, see what happens. I guess we want to go down here?
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
So I'm guessing we're playing some sort of backstory right now.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
No, we can't take it though, just for fun, just in case. Pay our expenses for this trip. No. It's like a mattress. Oh. Looks like a little hidden door there. Now, can I go back? No. I hope I didn't miss anything back there.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
I'm curious, can I fall off these ledges? No. Okay. Pretty awesome looking. check out the scenery there. I know I would be pretty thrilled to be in a cave that had a waterfall like that.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Do we have a choice, left or right? Let's go right. Okay. What happens if we turn the other one?
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
That's pretty funny. Alright, so we know we don't want to pull that left one. Left one is bad. Alright, let's see what's in here. So I have a feeling I'll end up missing a lot of things, just not exploring enough. I'm going to try to do my best to not rush through it. But sometimes I just get kind of caught up in the moment and I'm going to see what's next, you know, and don't look around every corner. All right.
Pockets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
I'm guessing it's going to tell us the same thing, but...
Pockets, barrels,
Yeah.
butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
Alright, this looks bad, but we're going to go anyway. We don't have really any other choice.
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Yep, no sleep for you, buddy. Uh-oh.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
So it appears, we're telling this story as we're playing it.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to... Add a shinier hat to my collection.
That's a pretty big old dragon they got there. We don't want to wake him up. Alright, looks like we got a rope to climb. got something over here. Looks like a broken crank.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Alright, so I guess we gotta find a piece of that thing to make it work.
As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
There's always plenty of time for naps, buddy. Alright, well, we got something we can mess with here. What about over here?
Volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
Bummer. Would be handy. Alright, it's giving me a way to look around, but I don't see a...
Volumes of old books
okay.
with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books.
That's probably a bad idea.
So the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Raiders of the Lost
I
Ark
use my cleverness
action
to
for you.
outsmart the trap.
You didn't outsmart anybody.
Then I use my cleverness to hide.
Yep, where are we hiding? In the bed.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Alright, do we have the handle now? Yes, we do. Alright. Is there anything else we can do here, or are we done? Can always go back to bed. Alright, I guess we go try to fix that wheel.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Alright, then we
What
need
did
to...
you use to fix the broken switch?
There we go. Very nice.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
We're likely to be one of them.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
What is that? His snoring is making that thing move. Alright, I guess we have to avoid that. I like the way that skeleton moves back and forth. Go, go, go. Oh, not good. He's got an arrow in his, looks like his eye. Better go get in bed. These beds are awfully convenient. Thank you to whoever placed them here. Okay, we want to avoid the pile of bones if we can. Somehow I feel we're going to need that. I don't know what it is. It reminds me of, what was that game? Dragon's Lair? It was basically a cartoon, but you could interact with it somewhat, moving left, right, or whatever at certain times. The art styles, and this one's a little better, but it kind of reminds you of that same style of animation. What do we got here? We got a ladder. Might as well go up it.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, where can we go? A very conveniently placed bow. I like it. Okay, we need to hit that. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, no, no. We don't want to step on, I guess, the... I don't know. I don't know if it matters.
The mirror called out to me.
Okay. We've got a bell, which would really look like a bad idea. We've got, is this for the wheel or for the... Okay, we can do both. Or I can go up. What is going up to? Not really sure. Alright, let's turn the wheel.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Oh, I see. So that's how you would get down there. What happens when you do this? Okay, now what do I do? He's eating. Should I do this again? I have a feeling this is a horrible idea. All right. Okay, if we ring the dinner bell, maybe that distracts him while we go back down, perhaps? Try that. I don't know if that'll... No. We are committed to being right here. Okay, he's already eaten it. Going back to sleep, so I just took too much time there. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. We can maybe get back on the other side there. Well, we woke him up. Alright. Let's try something else. Okay, now he's over there. There we go. That's what we wanted. Uh-oh. Alright, we gotta run. Oh, no, no, no. Uh-oh. Go. Oh, okay. That's supposed to happen. There. Oh. That's not good, W. Uh-oh. Oh, we gotta run. Uh-oh. Love the way it runs.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of a Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Okay, we have a choice here. Get the eyeball, get the bell.
Were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do, too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
You're free!
Roar! Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could, and I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look,
Easy, buddy.
We're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
Okay. Let's do a quick-witted distraction.
Thinking of the problem in a different way, and finding a clever distraction to create a moment of victory. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
What is that supposed to be? Ow. Good grief. That'll leave a few bruises.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
Okay, guys, this looks like a good place to take a break. I thank you for watching. This is looking pretty good so far. I'm liking it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye-bye.